This place has changed. These guys in their cars, no regard for anyone. It's time to put a stop to what's going on around here.
Street racing. Street racing never changes.
I'm sorry, is this like the guy from Need for Speed Carbon who's like grown old and sour now and he's like, these kids doing the street racing, I used to street race too, and now I'm gonna stop them street racing.
I'm not sure we ever find out who the main character is.
Oh, we've got the police helicopter. This looks like the opening of Metal Gear Solid 2.
If they're chasing street racers, why are they going over water? Just saying.
Maybe there's underwater roads.
Nah, it's not Atlantis.
No. Can you imagine Need for Speed Atlantis?
When they finally run out of ideas.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's already happened.
Hey! Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy street racing in his street race car.
Oh, it's us.
Oh, it's us. Oh my God.
It's me.
Have you just stopped to pull over?
No, I was pressing the X button and it's the shoulder buttons because it's on the PS3, you know. Easy mistake to make.
True.
This is Need for Speed Undercover.
People on the internet, welcome back to the Armbar Arcade and welcome to Highway Police Chase that me and Nate are right in the middle of. Nate, you better lose the cops.
I'm trying, but the...
How did we end up in this situation?
I don't know. Where did I get a Nissan?
Yeah, where did you buy a Nissan 370Z from? And how comes we've now got police helicopters chasing after us? What did you do on New Year's Eve?
Well, they're not really chasing us that well, are they? Oh, shit. Sorry. Sorry.
Ow.
Sorry.
So on they plows into members of the general public. Let's introduce the game we're playing today. This is Need for Speed Undercover on the PlayStation 3. And this continues sort of an accidental trilogy we started here on the Bad Games Beatdown. Last time out, we played Need for Speed Nitro on the Wii. Now, that was a pretty bad Need for Speed game, was it not, Nate?
It was pretty bad.
You actually called it the worst Need for Speed game of all time. You may have described it as that.
No, I don't think I did.
Okay, well, debatable. It was pretty bad. I have already hated Need for Speed Pro Street for the longest time. And then a third contender stepped up.
Arrests are up 30% over last year. You people are just gonna waltz in here and do whatever the hell you want to do?
This is not up for discussion. You've had quite an impressive run. Your recent undercover operation posing as a wheelman to bust car thieves has been...
Is that us? Are we him?
Months, if not years, to execute.
I haven't the faintest idea. That would explain the gruff voice in the opening cutscene.
The FBI is...
I'm gonna take down all these street racers.
suspect one of the local street...
Although if he's going undercover as a street racer, I'm not being funny. Would that not be like that Steve Buscemi meme? How do you do, fellow young people? I am here in my riced street racer with its hot, sick boy neons.
I think they just never get out of the car. They're just like...
Oh. So someone's like knocking on the window like, hey, we want to speak to you. Okay, well, can you do this job for us?
Press the intercom.
It's like getting into an apartment.
Oh, here we go.
Need for Speed Undercover. Rock music playing, skyscrapers pursuing. Is this the intro to CSR? Because that's what it looks like.
So, hilariously, right, after that cutscene,
yes,
we were in a police chase for no reason. And then...
After
it loads.
another interminable loading screen.
We're in a different car. We're now undercover. So Chase Lynn, who is an inspector, says build your wheelman level on the streets to infiltrate the gangs. That's what she wants us to do.
Right, okay, so this is basically now Fast and Furious 1, where you've got to be a cop who's... I mean, there's always been a problem with games where you're trying to go undercover but also do a load of really illegal things where the game has to try and justify it because you're a cop. Do you know what I mean? Like, True Crime had that issue. In fact, the first Fast and Furious film had that issue. So, I also like the fact that this opening to the game, it was brief. It didn't babble on like Call of Juarez, but it hasn't really told us anything. We had one random police chase that just sort of ended, and then we were in a cutscene with two people that we may or may not be playing as right now, and now we're in another random car.
Well, we're not playing as Chase Lynn, that's for sure. She's instructing us.
Right, so the cop with the nice legs that the cameraman insisted on showing us, she's Chase Lynn.
The horny cameraman is back from Pro Street.
Oh no.
But basically, they're showing us live action cutscenes for a game that doesn't look anything near realistic.
Oh, that's a big bugbear of mine. I really don't like live action cutscenes in obviously not live action game. Like, This
Well, there's a
was
lot of that in this. So
this was
prepare.
realistic for the time. Oh look, there's those markers.
Pursuit
from-
breakers.
What, you mean the pursuit breakers from Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005?
You can also do this.
What, you mean going to slow-mo bullet time like you could in Need for Speed Most Wanted and Need for Speed Carbon?
Yeah.
When did this game come out?
2008, I believe.
So about a year or so after Need for Speed Pro Street, the game where they changed the formula completely.
Well, they've taken some stuff from Pro Street as well, don't worry.
Oh, have they?
They've taken all the best bits.
Best bits? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Because at the moment, all I'm seeing is a bad HD redo of Need for Speed Most Wanted.
So yeah, basically, all you can do when you're free roaming is get in police chases. There is nothing else to do.
But you're a copper!
Yeah, but the cops want us because they're trying to keep our cover, really tight. So like, if we chase him at every given opportunity...
Well, hang on. If you're trying to...
I've evaded. 25 seconds lower. Where the fuck has he gone? Where the absolute...
Wow!
Shit, we've lost him.
Why isn't everyone a getaway driver? Why aren't you a getaway driver?
I don't know.
Just drive past the cops. Oh, do you want to chase after him? Nah, I can't be bothered, Reg.
So I'm going to bring up a gripe with the game that we can't physically show you, and that is the fact that there is no music outside of races. So
What?
you heard there, I haven't turned the music down. There just was none. There's no music outside. It's not that we've turned it off.
So wait, is there an actual Need for Speed licensed soundtrack? Like
Yeah,
the
there's
game?
Pendulum, there's Justice, there's some really great stuff.
There's the Chemists, I think, isn't there?
Except you can only hear it when you're racing. If you're cruising around, the sort of time when you would want to hear some music, no mate, silence.
What?
That's all you get, honestly.
What, so we have to keep the radio turned off in case our police radio goes off?
And also, every now and then the music will just bug out and stop and then start again. It's not a disc issue, it's just that's how shit the game runs. Anyway, we're going to do a highway battle because we can. We're near a
Okay.
highway battle, so you press the down on the D-pad to just enter the nearest race, so you don't even need to go to them.
So what's the point of it being free roaming?
Well, that is a point that I was thinking when I was playing it. So we're in a totally stock car at the minute.
Well, except for that nice wing on the back.
Except for the nice wing. This is a highway battle. So in highway battles, they start you in first-person view for no particular reason.
Right.
And then you have to lead by over 300 metres to win.
Okay, so-
Or get ahead within the minute that you're given.
So you start X amount of meters behind the car in front, so that doesn't help.
Then you wait for them to crash and just drive normally until you're ahead. Also, the
or wait
game
for the
runs
frame
like
rate to bug out.
absolute shit.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that sense, right?
What's the pop-in as well, if you can, on things?
Okay, I will keep an eye out for that, because what's kind of not interesting, that's the wrong word, but
That
what's
is the
kind of
wrong
puzzling, what's kind of baffling me at this point is that, like, the UI looks almost the exact same as Need for Speed Carbon. The gameplay mechanics look the exact same as Need for Speed Carbon. I'm
just
pretty sure
driving
there are
normally.
recycled design elements
Like, the
from Need for
racing...
Speed Carbon.
The racing is good, but it's just the same feel as the street racing games from the... I was driving normally, and I've dominated. What's that
As you
about?
ploughed in some suburban family in their estate car.
Are we ready for the ploughing?
In their station wagon. Yeah, alright, here we go.
So what it does, it
Once we've
sort
had
of...
these tutorials.
It pauses the game to tell you stuff in this little blue mode, and then you drive... For some reason, you being in a car can make the car better. You can add to the engine, the transmission,
wow.
the nitrous. I don't understand that. We've only got an earnings bonus at the minute.
Okay.
And
so,
then it literally just restarts you wherever the fuck you were. So
Wow, okay. And the game is still loading everything, even though it just had a load of time to... Whoa, and now it's bloomed out again.
so also, it doesn't load the entire menu. If you pause before it's loaded the menu, you can only do photo mode and options. If we then wait,
Heroic driving? And...
there's the entire
we
menu.
go.
So it can't even load its own menu. This is how poorly made
And this
Need
goes
for
to the
Speed
point
Undercover is.
I was just making. This game is looking like... First impressions are that this is basically a recycled version of Need for Speed Carbon
and Most Wanted.
and Most Wanted 2005. And yet, it runs like absolute shit.
Yep.
And yet, those games didn't. Need for Speed Carbon was on the PlayStation 3 and it didn't run as bad as this.
Yeah, I don't really know what that's about. I'm going to be honest.
How? How do you even fuck... Like, Need for Speed Pro Street was at least different. You had a different setting, different mechanics and things like that. So maybe more of an excuse to fuck up something you've never done before. But this is literally just Need for Speed Carbon HD Daytime Edition. And it runs like shit.
Do you want to try a circuit race while we hear some more gripes about this game?
Well,
You're going to.
yeah, I was going to say, stop asking me if I want to play these games, 'cause I never do.
Yeah, the daytime
Just throw the controller at my face. That would be better.
The daytime thing is a big thing for me because obviously you're working as an undercover cop. I
Yep.
get it. You know, you only work certain hours as a policeman. But wouldn't it be a big tip off to the gang if they were like, yo, we got a job for you to do. And you're like, right, I'll do it at 9 in the morning. And they're like, well, we were actually hoping to steal
I
a
can
car.
only do the job in between the hours of. Let me just check my shift here at the police. I mean, I can only do it between 9 and 5, mate.
So a lot of the like really gritty missions, like stealing cars from people and big street races,
just
take
do them
place
in
at
broad
9 in
daylight.
the morning. And you're like, what's that about? This is illegal street racing, isn't it? And they're like, no, you're a cop.
Oh,
There's a difference.
yeah, of course. Right, okay. Also, I am noticing that pretty much all of the cars so far have been recycled straight from Pro Street.
Oh,
The
you've
models look
noticed?
identical. Yeah, the models look absolutely identical. And is the handling similar? It's a bit lighter.
The handling's better. It's more of a Carbon Most Wanted feel to the
Again,
handling.
it-
Hey!
Wait,
The
what are
game
you
just
loading?
stops every now and then.
Wow, there's another. I think I've only seen one original car in this race.
If you're lucky enough, the game will actually fail to load what's in
look at-
front of you, pause the game to load it, and then restart, which is fun.
How? What? How do you fuck this up, Kane?
Buildings just pop in the background. They're like, oh shit, it's me.
I was going to say, all you had to do was basically reskin Need for Speed Carbon, but it looks like that's what you've done, and you've still fucked it up. Like, I'm pretty sure you've even... Did we not work out that they've even used the same, like, police radio calls?
Some of the
Fucking
yeah,
Need for Speed Most
some of the
Wanted
sound is
shit.
the same.
The UI looks the same. Those plunge breaker markers, whatever they're called, I'm pretty
think
sure
what
they're
they-
the exact same.
What they've thought is like, okay, so people really liked Most Wanted
So
and
people
Carbon.
didn't like Pro Street that
They
much.
didn't like
Well,
Pro Street, so what we're
I
going to
didn't.
do, we're going to take the Pro Street engine and make it Carbon. Oh, it runs like shit. Oh, well, that's just a trade-off we'll have to make.
Which is bizarre, because did you not say that this was the game that they deliberately took the most time they've ever taken?
16 months of development time.
And
Also,
they probably needed another 16 years.
also I love the opponents, the Persecutor, the Preacher,
Han.
and Han. It's like, there's no consistency to it. In other games, you'd either be racing real street racers or something, or...
Can you imagine a wrestling thing
Nicknames.
where it's like fatal four-way match between the Dominator, the Undertaker, Kane, Dave, Simon.
And I'm not sure if you can change your name, but it didn't give us an option yet, so
No.
we're just player.
Yeah, which
I
is
want to
really
be a
easy.
player, but my wheels...
But your wheels definitely ain't flying.
Yeah, not at
That's
all,
very
no.
similar to Pro Street, actually, where the
Dominated,
Game,
that's- that's
on.
back.
Yeah, the game bangs on about you being Ryan Cooper. Oh my god, Ryan Cooper's so amazing. You never even see his face. He gets out of the car twice and he keeps his helmet on. And you're like, well, why couldn't I just put my own name in?
As far as I know, you don't get to see who you are in this game, unless we're that old man, in which case we're literally like, yo, I'm a street racer, and they're like, what the fuck?
How do you do, young people? Here is my sick ride, fam. Whoever's edited this, can you put a replay in of that car that wandered into shot and forgot all its textures? And they went, oh shit, I'm not decent, hang on. It's like grabbing its clothes off the towel rail from the shower. Sorry, I've just noticed something weird with the graphics. If you can get behind another car, there was a bit back there where it really looked like the car wasn't actually on the road, it was kind of floating a bit. Oh look, you can see it almost looks like the car's floating like an inch above the road. Can you see that? Or did you see that briefly? It was very
And I
weird.
did. The motion blur is horrendous as well. Can we just
what is
point
that,
out the...
what is that weird sort of like... It's almost like the bloody screen so real effect from FPS games. It's like, what is that blurring around the... What is that? Like, we're like... Oh, there's
Wait.
another lag. There we go.
And nearly all of the sprint races are incredibly long. Like once you get to the end of the game, they're about 5-minute sprint races. I'm like, that's not the idea of sprint races. They're supposed to be shorter than a circuit race, not
Oh, one of the
longer.
AIs just crashed. Just saw on the map.
All of the AIs just crashed. Look, we're out by miles. Dominating is back from Pro Street.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Also, the town is incredibly barren. It's a ghost town. Look, there's no one on the fucking road.
This is... For a major city, this is fucking deserted.
Exactly like...
Has there been like a major zombie outbreak or something?
I'm not asking for
Or
a
like a
load of
bomb scare.
traffic or anything, but fucking hell, at least make it believably
Maybe
populated.
did the cops cause like a fake bomb scare and evacuate the city so they can get you into the street gang somehow? I don't know.
I don't know. It's bollocks, isn't it? So we've got the GPS map, the Global Positioning Satellite map,
Yep.
which is just a map. Ooh, highway battle.
Is any of this plot?
No. No.
No.
And we can't upgrade our car yet, so
So we're just doing random races now.
you just have to carry on basically until
So this is literally just do races.
it's do races until the game tells you to do something else. Whereas like Carbon, when you started it, they were like, right, you got to take over this area.
Yeah,
so
you've
when
got to take over this turf.
every race you win, you're feeling like you're getting closer to taking
and in
over
Most
the
Wanted
turf.
2005, you were climbing the blacklist. You had to win a certain number of races to challenge the next guy on the blacklist.
There was progression. Here, it's just whatever the game feels like dishing out to you.
This is just fuck around for a bit until we pick up the phone and decide that you're good enough to join this gang.
To show you a cutscene, to be like, oh yeah, people are now taking
Show you
notice
a
of
live
you.
action cutscene.
Whoa, what happened there? He didn't have textures and he nearly crashed out.
And he's crashed out completely.
Hey.
What fucking slapdash game is this? Seriously, I think this is making me angry now. Because this just looks
I won.
shoddy.
21-second event. I won.
You had 21 seconds to go. Literally.
Yeah, literally. Oh, plot.
Oh, here we go.
Hello, plot.
Plot is happening.
So
Very good.
Chase Lynn is in this building.
There's a big race going down today on the west side. Eyes will be watching you, so steal the show.
Do you have to smoke 10 cigars at once?
It's just like there's a big race, a street race happening. Jesus, all eyes will be on you, except they won't because I've smoked them out.
Here we go. This is the I think this might be the big race.
I also don't get the logic in having live action cutscenes and then throwing you back into a game engine that A, doesn't look like the live action cutscene, and B, has no humans in it. There's no people in any of the game
weird.
engine.
It's weird like that, isn't it?
They love showing you pictures of this fictional city. I was back to her again.
Speak up, love. Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. This is literally the scene from the first Fast and Furious.
Street racing scene.
Yeah. Yeah, hip hop playing. Yeah, yeah.
Justin Timberlake's here.
Look at him there. Gonna ride your body.
I'm glad you knew a song because I didn't.
I was gonna say I was having to thumb through, like, go quite a way back
So
for
we
that
go.
one.
A big street race, Franklin Avenue, 7:30 in the morning. Everyone's woken up early to do the big street race.
I just love the thought. This is like, yo, street race of the city. It's going down at 7 a.m. Oh, fuck, man. I got to sit in a line for 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
They're just like
noise.
weary-eyed in bed, like, I just can't get up.
Just everyone's there at the meeting, like, blasting hip hop, and he's like, oh, can you turn that down? I'm half asleep.
Race you to McDonald's breakfast, fam.
Yo, I'll race you to the drive-through, fam.
So what tends to happen in
Random traffic car there.
what tends to happen
Whoa.
in these races is either you get spun out by the AI at the start and you win but you don't dominate because
Right.
it's a time requirement to dominate, or you don't hit the AI at the start and you just dominate the entire race.
Okay.
Those are the two
So at the moment,
options
you've kind
for
of
what
done
happens.
either, but we're only 15% in.
Well, no, we will.
Yeah. Also, I'm just studying, literally pretty much all the car models in this game are recycled from Pro Street. That's recycled from Pro Street. The sounds... Yep, that engine noises. Can you tell, guys, if you don't follow us on Twitch, just so you know, I just completed 100% Need for Speed Pro Street to see if it was still as bad as I remember it. It is, and guess what's going to be the final part of our Need for Speed Beatdown trilogy? But for now, we're going with this, and at the moment, I think I'm disliking this more. Also, I love the fact that in Pro Street they banged on about, oh, it's time to take racing off the streets. Very next game, we're
Back on the streets, yeah.
That lasted a while, didn't it? You shit yourself over Pro Street not selling 1 billion copies and like, fuck,
Wait.
we need to be back street racing, but we need to be moral, so let's be cops.
Yeah, it's
But-
weird. Like,
oh.
do you mind? Do you fucking
wow.
mind?
Wow, has he got that, like, stupid physics as well, where they weigh, like, 1 million tons and you can't move them?
You know
They
it
just
has.
punt you- yeah, yeah. So, hang on a minute.
Hey! Woo!
T-Bone! I'm going to make up an alternate plot for this game, because this game's giving us no fucking plot whatsoever,
What?
except for
Okay.
woman smoking a cigar in a nice dress, being like, "Good, you're gonna win a street race." So here's the alternative plot. There's actually been a zombie apocalypse. We're now trying to. What the fuck is going? You're just being penetrated from every orifice.
The second you go, like, off facing forwards, everyone just punch you out the fucking way. Like I said, either people punt you or you dominate. That's your two
Wow.
options.
So this has the old school Gran Turismo problem. The AI just not. You just head.
I don't give a fuck.
The leaderboard's having a spasm.
Well, it does that whenever you go past someone. Every time it's like, brrr. Let's try again. Whoa.
The civilian cars are all. Well, I'd say they're drunk, but I'm still sticking with this plot line that this
They're
is
just
actually a
not
zombie.
there, are they?
This is just a zombie apocalypse. What's the nitrous button, by the way? Do you mind
You
getting-
don't have nitrous because we haven't upgraded our car yet. Look at the
Okay, well,
leaderboard.
Oh, I nearly forced him into that car. That was nearly a burnout moment. Yo, man.
Looks like you've met Hector
Hector Mayo.
Car thieves in the area.
Can you stop talking in my ear? I'm literally talking to these gangsters.
Brother Zach.
Can you imagine if they're there just like, hey, why have you got an earpiece in?
It's just
Why have you got someone talking to you in your ear?
It's just how I roll, Essie.
Oh, it's just my girlfriend. She's just asked me to pick her up a coffee for breakfast. Because
So-
it's only 8 in the morning.
So we get a choice of pink slips. Also,
Yeah.
she likes us, obviously. She's
Of
just
course,
staring at us.
Yeah, the generic love interest in these games,
Yep.
films, whatever. Right, so we've got a list of cars that we can take a pink slip for. Let's go through the list and see how many of these models are not just recycled from Pro Street. The Pontiac Solstice isn't. That is, and so's that.
So 1 out of 7?
Yeah,
Wow,
1 out of 7
That's
of the
pretty bad.
cars is new.
So the thing is with pink slips, you would think if you have a pink slip to a car, that's basically the American equivalent of owning it. You've got the VO5 or whatever we have.
Yeah,
over
yeah,
here.
yeah.
So you
We
could.
all know how pink slip races work. You lose your car.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you could feasibly sell that car, right? If you had the pink slip.
Yeah, it's your possession now.
Not in this game.
Oh,
You
Why?
can't
Because
sell
they're now
pink
the
slip
police?
cars. Yeah.
because they're now police property or something.
I don't know why, but you can only sell cars you buy, which means the progression later on means you can't afford half the cars you might want. So it's incredibly
Right.
difficult to save up for any cars that aren't cars that the game just gives to you, which is like 4 or 5 throughout the course of the game.
Okay.
So really, that's another mark on it because the car choice is
It almost
limited.
sounds like the game's like doing that grindy thing as if it wants you to pay for microtransactions.
Well, it's interesting you should say that.
Oh god, does this game have microtransactions?
So would you like to spend $720 in-game or go to the PlayStation Store to buy it for money, real money? It's not good. So this is a really small point, but I quite enjoy this. So if you go to buy a vinyl like this, it says, "Do you wish to buy Japan for $100?" Sounds like a deal to me.
Japan just announces on national television, oh, we've just been bought by $100 by Nay from Orpington in England.
It's buy one get one free. Brazil's $100.
Hey!
I tell you what, I'm gonna sum this game up.
Why?
Why?
Why the fuck does this exist?
So that here's all the aftermarket parts.
Right, okay. How much
Do
of
you
these is ripped
notice
off?
anything about this system?
You mean the auto sculpt system that's identical to Pro Street?
It's from Pro Street.
It is from Pro Street.
Yeah, it's from Pro Street.
Yep.
Yeah,
This is all
yeah.
from Pro Street.
yeah. It's not even doing anything, for fuck's sake.
No, it's move those lights closer together. And then what's this? Oh, it's got
Hey.
some flaps.
Should we put a spoiler on it?
Spoiler alert, this game's shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What the fuck is that? The fuck is that?
Hey!
My eyeballs have just leapt out of my skull. Apparently you couldn't pay real money for that spoiler.
They just wouldn't let you. It's like it's the worst.
No, we're only going to let you pay real money for it. Oh my god, what is that? What is this shit that we've made?
Also, do you remember the tuning options in Pro Street were quite extensive?
Yes.
Yeah, they're not. They're just not. And yeah, that's basically all you can do. Obviously, there's let's go to the shop and see what other cars they've got.
Wow.
And how many of them are from Pro Street.
That one is, I think. There's one that's new for this game.
Way.
One car.
Shit.
So far.
Oh, yeah, we'd already,
There's another new car for this
we'd
game.
already counted the Pontiac as well because
Okay,
we
so
were
that's
offered it.
2. That, I think that's new for this game, so that's 3. Another new car. That's
That
4,
looks ugly
I
as
think.
fuck though. It might just be the car. But
Yeah. 5. Yep, that's a 5th one. 6. 7, although I want to say they use that in carbon.
Now the Zonda has actually gone down in price from 750 grand in Nitro, 741 in Pro Street. It's 320, but don't worry, you still can't afford it.
Yeah.
4 Porsches because you can never have enough Porsches.
That's new car number 6.
Interestingly, one of the missions later on is they're
7.
like, "Oh, we want you to steal this really cool car. It's one of these. It's a win on the game." I'm like, why couldn't we steal something that's actually worth money?
100k for a Supra? That was 30 grand in Pro Street. What? Something 70k on it? What, is it the Paul Walker Tribute Edition?
The only other thing
Sorry.
you can do with your pink slips, as a trade-off for not being able to sell them, you can just add a copy of a pink slip car to your garage. So now in our garage, we've got 2. I don't know why, but we got 2. We can't. That's probably why you can't sell them, because you can just. It's not so much a pink slip as the blueprints for the car.
Just clone it.
Yeah. Anyway, this is our car. Do you like it?
No.
Great. Oh, it's a new race type. So this is
now what?
Outrun.
Okay.
Now, if I say to you Outrun, what comes to mind? Just have
The
a think.
Outrun video games, you know, fast kind of drifty in a Ferrari, sort of street racing sort of thing. I think there was an Outrun mode in Need for Speed Underground 2 where you had to sort of get a certain distance away from someone.
Yeah, that's it. But because this is, again, like an open world, open map, he can go wherever the fuck he wants and I've got to follow.
Okay.
Until I get in the lead and then I can go wherever the fuck I want.
Also, I like the fact that there was briefly music for a second there. Did you notice that? There was briefly music at the... Oh, there's a bit of lag there. There was briefly music at the start of this level, even though you've muted it, and now it's gone again. I don't know if that's the music glitching or...
That's the tension music, so they're allowed to have that because it's not licensed. So he's just crashed, but because he's done a U-turn, that doesn't count as overtaking him.
what the fuck?
This is what I mean.
He's literally just going in an oval.
Yeah, I cannot get around him because I can't pass him. I have to go.
Music on this.
I have to go exactly where he goes, otherwise it doesn't count as passing.
No, I'm going over here now. No.
Now the problem is if you... Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, he's gone off. What? This is shit. Also, I have a question. Why is there that random... He's just gone past.
How did that not count as passing?
He's looking. This is like, you remember that mission in GTA San Andreas where you got to chase that guy on the motorbike?
Yes.
And he's like, "Cooey, chase after me, cute buns." It's kind of like that. And why have we now got to hurry?
Because you can only get a minute to do it. So
what?
If you like a turn,
well, no.
There's two outcomes to an outrun race.
Okay.
One,
they fuck up.
They get away and just fuck off, or you get away and just fuck off, and it's like driving normally. There are no other outcomes, and I'm like, why is this a race type again? Like, a lot of the race types, obviously, circuit and sprint are very similar.
Yeah.
Outrun and highway battle are very similar.
I was going to say, is this not just highway battle?
Yeah, but on a freeform. Yeah.
Right, okay.
And the police ones as well, cost to the state and police takedown. Again, very similar modes, but made worse by the AI being shit at being the police.
Okay.
So what modes are fun? There's no modes left to be fun. They've ruined it all.
Well, there is still drift and drag, isn't there? I mean, this is an Need for Speed game. There's still those.
No, they don't exist.
So there's no drift and drag?
No, they're just not in the game.
Arguably the two slightly better modes.
Your two favourite modes, yeah. You giving up?
I hate this game.
Yeah, me too.
I hate this game.
It sucks. It's bad.
It's shit.
It's a really bad game.
I really hate this game.
And to be fair, it's got like a twist in the plot with like, okay, it's plot based now, which is fine. Like, don't make your racing games plot based, but if you're going to have a
competent plot.
In the intro scene to this, in the
spoiler alert, by the way, we're about to spoil the fuck out of the plot of this 10-year-old game or however old it is.
The trailer, you hear Chase Lynn go, "I'm surprised you're still alive," and pull a gun on you. So guess what? She's not really in the police, despite the fact that they begin the game by being like, she's in the police, she's your superintendent. No, she's not. She's just the other antagonist. She goes off and helps out the big antagonist halfway through, and then you get a new superintendent, and that's it. It's fucking terrible.
Wait, hang on. The big heel turn. They spent the whole. How far into the game is that when that comes?
More than 70%.
3/4 of the way through the game almost, they pull that massive heel turn on you, that huge betrayal that they gave away in the fucking intro cutscene.
Yep, and basically, you remember that girl that was smiling at us?
That random girl that we caught eye contact with for half a second.
We have to basically protect her at points, so people try and destroy her car, and we have to protect her car, but she starts driving off while you try and destroy their cars, and you're like, I can't do two things at once, because you have to stay in proximity to her and destroy other cars, and it's a mess. This game's a mess. Like, anything it tries to do...
Is there anything this game does right?
No. There's not. I've played up to like 70% completion. I was like, I'm not giving this any more chances.
I'm amazed you got to 7%.
Well, the problem is it's also an incredibly short game. I spent about 10 hours maximum to get to 70%. Like, that's bad. That's not good. Content-wise, that is. If you paid $60 back in the day...
Fuck me, this would have been full price as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And it's got those shit microtransactions in it as well.
Yeah, well, you don't have to use them at least. It's not required.
But you did say the game is a grind if you don't.
Once you get to tier 1, you will struggle to afford any car. Because I was on tier 2 and I was struggling to afford...
so it does the Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War, whatever it was called, game where it makes it so grindy that it tries to make you... Fuck this
Assassin's
piece of shit.
Creed Origins, was it?
That as well, yeah. fuck this piece of shit of a game. Honestly, I hate this more than Pro Street, and I didn't think I'd say that.
I wish it ran competently. That was the thing. Like, if it was even seemed like it was trying, maybe I could feel like...
I think that's what pisses me off the most. Nitro was a quirky idea that was just sort of, all right then. Need for Speed Pro Street was an interesting idea that fucked up in terms of execution. This is just a bunch of recycled ideas that this series has done right. They've just recycled it and shat it out, and they fucked them up. There is literally no excuse for this game to be this bad. There was an excuse for Pro Street to be bad. There was some excuse for Nitro to be bad.
I let the road's not even fucking loading.
Fuck this absolute wank. Can we give this a rating and get out of here already?
We can. I mean, the thing is, it's not doing anything that hasn't already been done.
No.
But it's also doing it worse than the things that already did it.
I was going to say, even the good things it's doing are just ripped off from other better games, but it's not even doing them well.
It's not doing that many
good things. Here we go,
things.
here's some more recycled PS2 cop cars.
Whee.
And recycled PS2 everything.
Yep.
Including the graphics engine.
So what are we thinking in terms of a rating? Because it's worse than Nitro, which we gave 25.
25%.
Is it worse than Maxed Out Racing, which got an 18? That's fresh in our minds. Because Maxed Out Racing, the races aren't that fun, I don't think.
No. Like, technically, this is still better than Maxed Out Racing because a pile of poo on a disc is better technically than Maxed Out Racing. But Maxed Out Racing was this tiny little shovelware game that was never expected to be any good. This is literally a massive, big-budget EA game in a Need for Speed franchise that's been selling millions of... Did you just lose a cop car just by driving in a straight line?
I didn't even know that I was going to lose him, but yes, you're right, I did.
You literally just didn't even realise you were in a cop chase. Oh, a nice pursuit breaker there that didn't...
Hooray! Hooray!
Tonight on You've Been Framed. So, like, can you crash through those lampposts again? I'm loving them glitching through the bonnet of your car.
I'm trying.
There you go. Just glitching through the bonnet of your car. Fuck this. I'm giving it 17%. I'm rating it worse than Maxed Out Racing. It's annoyed me more.
That's spicy. That's a spicy take.
It's annoyed me more than Pro Street, which I didn't think was possible. Pro Street is a game that I've tried to like since it was first released. Ultimately, never have been able to, even since going back on Twitch and completing it 100%. But I still found some credit to give it. I gave it a few points. I was like, you know what? You tried, and I wanted it to be good. This just was like, fuck you, you're all idiots. You like those stupid Most Wanted and Carbon games, didn't you? Here's a bit more of that, slopped up on your plate. By the way, we're also made it really grindy, really poorly optimised, and we're going to nag you for microtransactions. Give us cash.
I think the thing was as well, if they hadn't brought back the whole domination thing, because in any race on here you can dominate by going fast enough, and it's like...
So, once again, that's the excuse from Pro Street that the AI is bollocks.
But also, what I've done on this game is I've come second in a race within the time needed to dominate. So
wait, so the time needed to dominate, you did?
Yeah,
but
and I came second. Yeah. How is that a thing? Because you can win races without dominating, but you can also come second inside the dominant. So obviously it's just rubber bandy as fuck, but also you win really easily. I don't understand how they've done that.
Final decision then, should we meet in the middle at 18? So it's tied with Maxed Out Racing?
Yeah, I think they're bad, but for different reasons.
I hate this game more than Maxed Out Racing. Maxed Out Racing's just kind of funny.
I just think there's no redeeming features to Maxed Out Racing. There's hardly any.
There's none to this.
No, I know, but how do you separate them?
It's kind of like comparing, I don't know, like a genuinely offensively shit film with The Room. Because The Room.
Maxed Out Racing is not The Room.
No, I know. I'm giving Maxed Out Racing a bit too much credit there, but this is how bollocks this game is. It's making us have an argument over the rating. Leave in the comments below. Oh no, we need to put the rating on the thing, don't we?
Yeah.
Or should we
We'll choose one, but leave in the comments below what you think. Is this worse than Maxed Out Racing? Is this better than Maxed Out Racing? Is this even a game?
Was this just a figment of our imagination? Oh, skyscrapers in the distance were a figment of this game's imagination. So,
You can't go up steps, I forgot.
No, you can't do fuck all in this game.
They're just a brick wall.
You can't do shit in this game. Except snap the disc, which is probably what we're going to do. Anyway, right, that was Need for Speed Undercover. I didn't think I'd find a Need for Speed game that I hated more than Pro Street, but well done, Undercover, you found it. And guess what? We've still to beat down Pro Street.
Yeah.
And I'm very angry with Need for Speed games now, so Pro Street sat over in the corner like, oh shit.
Can I just let the steering wheel's in full view? He's not even turning it!
Oh, fuck off with this game! Fuck this bollocks, I'm out. I'm walking out. This is shit.
I'm going to let the car have the final word, and that word is... why? See you next time in the Armbar Arcade.